Welcome to this explainer of your VAHCT Nurse Aid Instructor Preparation course documents. Let's just get right into it. As licensed RNs, you're already clinical experts, right? You absolutely know how to provide exceptional patient care. But stepping into a Virginia Board of Nursing approved CNA program, well, that means transitioning from an expert clinician into an expert educator. It's an exciting shift. So let's dive into this orientation, where we're going to break down the exact documents you need to successfully navigate this course and ultimately train Virginia's next generation of CNAs.
We have a clear path ahead of us today. We'll start with Section 1, Welcome to your course, then hit Section 2, the course syllabus. From there, Section 3 covers instructor compliance, Section 4 is curriculum requirements, Section 5 looks at your daily teaching tools, and finally, Section 6 will prepare you for Module 1.
So are you ready to train Virginia's next generation of CNAs? I really hope so. This entire explainer is all about bridging your extensive real-world clinical background with your brand new teaching role. The documents we're about to look at, they aren't just, administrative paperwork to file away. They are the actual practical tools you're going to use to build your lessons, evaluate your students, and crucially, stay completely compliant with Virginia state law.
Moving right along to Section 1, the course syllabus, your roadmap for learning.
Okay, the very first document you'll need to open up is your course syllabus. Really, think of this as the roadmap for your immediate 14-hour learning journey. Looking at the timeline, your progression is structured very logically. You're going to begin at Hour 0 with Modules 0 through 2, where we cover the welcome and those absolutely essential Virginia regulations. Then, by the time you hit Hour 7, you'll be deep into Modules 3 through 5, and that's where we focus heavily on lesson planning and clinical supervision. Finally, at Hour 14, you reach Module 7, which is your capstone. This syllabus matters because it clearly outlines exactly how you'll progress step by step to reach your final teaching demo and complete your lesson plan package.
Let's transition to Section 2, Instructor Compliance, Virginia Standards.
Now, this establishes the strict legal foundation of your new role. This quote comes directly from 18 VAC 90-2630. That is the specific Virginia law that legally dictates the baseline qualifications for primary instructors and program coordinators. It clearly states you must hold a current, unrestricted Virginia license as an RN, have 2 years of RN experience, and, this is key, at least 1 year of direct client care or supervisory experience in long-term care. So you aren't just a teacher anymore, you are a legally qualified instructor under Virginia law.
To help you actually prove that you meet these strict standards, your course documents include the Instructor Compliance Checklist. You are going to use this exact document to verify your qualifications directly against 18 VAC 90-26-30. In your future teaching role, keeping checklists just like this one updated is literally how your CNA program proves to the state that their instructors are legally compliant. It is a completely critical piece of your professional portfolio.
Next up, Section 3, Curriculum Requirements, Virginia Mandates.
So the crucial point here is knowing what you actually have to teach your students. And that brings us to 18 VAC 90-26-40. This outlines the exact curriculum requirements. The Virginia Nurse Aid Curriculum Summary document, which we provide in your course, maps perfectly to the legal mandates of 18 VAC 90-26-40. It's like a matching game. When the law says you must teach infection control, your curriculum summary gives you the core topics for infection prevention and control. The same goes for safety procedures and respecting clients' rights. You'll use this summary document constantly during this course to plan your lessons, and you're going to use it every single day in your future role to ensure your CNA students are learning exactly what the Board of Nursing requires.
Which brings us to Section 4, your daily teaching tools, classroom and clinical.
Transitioning away from the regulatory codes for a second, let's look at the practical templates you'll actually hold in your hands. On the left side, we have the lesson plan template. This document right here is your blueprint for classroom preparation. It's where you list out your measurable objectives, the step-by-step flow of your lesson, and all the materials you'll need. Now, over on the right is the skills checklist. You don't use this one for planning. No, you use this out on the clinical floor for objective evaluation. When a student is performing a bed bath or measuring vital signs, you use this checklist to ensure they are meeting the exact standards safely and correctly.
So, how will you apply these tools? Well, first, right here in the course, you'll use that lesson plan template and the skills checklist to draft your Module 7 capstone lesson and to record your teaching demo. But more importantly, you're going to use them later in your real-world clinical setting.
You will rely on these checklists to evaluate CNAs objectively while supervising them on the floor. And remember, as we learned from the regulations, you absolutely must use these tools while maintaining that strict 10-to-1 student-to-instructor ratio in all clinical areas, just as required by law.
Finally, Section 5. Prepare for Module 1. Action required.
Okay, we've walked through the syllabus, the compliance checklist, the curriculum summary, and your daily teaching tools. Here is exactly what you need to do right now. Download all of these documents immediately. Seriously, go ahead and organize them into a dedicated folder on your computer before you even click into Module 1. Having these files organized and ready to go is the absolute best way to ensure you succeed in this course. You already have the clinical knowledge in your head, now you have the documents to structure it. So, what kind of impact are you going to make on your very first class of nurse aides? Get those files downloaded and let's find out.